Hello everyone, welcome to my Emmerdale channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Emmerdale's Celia ramps up her cruelty as Ray's left devastated. She sabotaged his romance with Laurel. Emmerdale delivers another chilling chapter in Celia Daniels' reign of control as her cruelty towards Ray Walters escalates to a disturbing new level. In tonight's episode, any fragile hope Ray had of building a future with Laurel Thomas is systematically torn apart, and I think this is one of the most upsetting displays of emotional manipulation we've seen from Celia yet. The evening begins with a hopeful Laurel, excited and determined to make a good impression as she prepares for dinner with Ray's mum at Mulberry Cottage. Laurel's optimism is almost painful to watch, especially as Ray visibly struggles to hide his discomfort. He knows Celia better than anyone, and it's clear he's bracing himself for exactly what's to come. At the dinner table, Celia wastes no time asserting dominance. She fixes Laurel with a piercing stare and launches straight into intrusive questioning about her relationship with Ray. When she bluntly asks why Laurel likes her son, the atmosphere instantly shifts. Laurel laughs awkwardly but answers honestly, describing Ray as kind, funny, and someone who makes her feel happier. She even mentions that Ray has been a real hit with her children, a comment that visibly unsettles Celia. That single revelation is all it takes. From that moment on, it's clear Celia is determined to destroy the relationship. Once she has Ray alone, she coldly dismisses Laurel as nothing more than a distraction, and when Laurel leaves the room to fetch dessert, Celia strikes with calculated precision. In a quietly vicious move, Celia plants seeds of doubt in Laurel's mind, suggesting Ray has a history of stringing women along and being on and off with his previous partner. When Laurel nervously questions whether Ray is a player, Celia lies without hesitation, presenting herself as the concerned, world-weary mother. I think this moment perfectly shows how dangerous Celia is. She doesn't shout or threaten. She poisons. By the time Celia leaves, the damage is done. Laurel grows distant and guarded, asking Ray to leave as the tension between them becomes unbearable. Ray instantly realizes what has happened and explodes in frustration, insisting that his mother is a liar, but Laurel, overwhelmed and confused, asks him to go, unable to hear any more. A furious and heartbroken Ray heads straight back to the farm, while Rona checks in on Laurel. Although Rona keeps quiet about Ray's darker actions involving April and Dylan, she makes it clear that something about him doesn't sit right. Her warning only deepens Laurel's doubts, leaving her torn between her feelings and her instincts. Back at the farm, Celia turns her cruelty inward. She berates Ray for being away with Laurel while problems at home mount, mocking his feelings and sneering at the idea that someone like Laurel could matter to him. When Ray finally snaps and tells his mother that Laurel is worth more than she ever will be, it's a rare and powerful moment of defiance. But Celia responds with devastating force. When Ray admits Laurel could be his chance at happiness, Celia mocks him mercilessly and then slaps him. What follows is harrowing. She grips his face, humiliating him as she tears down his sense of self, telling him he is weak and incapable of existing without her control. I think this scene lays bare the true horror of Celia's grip on Ray. She doesn't just want obedience, she wants ownership. As Celia leaves Ray sobbing and broken, the message is chillingly clear. Any happiness he reaches for will be punished. Ray is left utterly devastated, and viewers are left wondering how much more he can endure before something finally breaks.